Today we are going to study about rocks and types of rocks. So let me start with this. So this slide you must have seen. That is atom makes elements. Atoms make elements. Atoms are the smallest part of matter. This makes elements. Elements are maybe iron, Fe, aluminum, whichever elements. They are made up of atoms. These atoms or elements combined to form a natural compound. They form a natural compound. Those compounds form a minerals. Those compounds are combination of compounds and elements form a minerals. Like we have calcite is there, quartz is there. All those minerals are formed by combination of elements. So this combination of elements, minerals form a rock. Okay, this combination of minerals are formed rocks. When two or more minerals come together at a particular place due to some process, they form a particular thing that is called as rocks. And as you know, this rock, our Earth is made up of rocks. So we should understand. You already understand about minerals in second semester, and this semester you are going to understand rocks, and then you will understand the Earth. So this semester you will be understanding this part, rock part. So some introduction part, petrology. Petrology is a science concerned with the origin, structure, and composition of rocks. So ultimately, the study of rocks is nothing but petrology. Study of rock is nothing but petrology. So then, what is rock? Rock is any naturally occurring solid mass or aggregate of minerals. So, as I told you, when one or two minerals or more than two minerals come together and they form a material, that material is called as rock. So here you can see there are two kinds of rocks. Kinds I am telling, not types. Kinds of rocks. One is monomineralic rock and heteromineralic rock. Monomineralic rock, please don't write anything. Someone has written something, please so heteromineralic rock and monomineralic rock. So heteromineralic rock means monomineralic rock means what? As I told you, rock is a aggregate of minerals. So aggregate of mineral means what? When one or two minerals come together, they form rock. So monomineralic rock means what? When only one type of mineral is present in a particular rock. Only one type of mineral is present in a particular rock. That is called as monomineralic rock. As you know, mono is one. And heteromineralic rock means what? When more than one type of minerals are present in a particular rock, that is called as heteromineralic rock. Like example I have given here, monomineralic rock are marble, quartzite, and limestone. Marble, you can see this is the marble. This is a marble which contains only and only calcite, mineral. Okay, but heteromineralic rocks are granite, conglomerate, and many more are there. I have given the example of here granite. Granite contains, you can see here, the white color. This is a white color. This is quartz. Okay, and we have biotite. As you know, black color. Black color sticks are biotite, and pink color are feldspar. So here you can see in this one we have one more than one mineral in this particular rock. Hope you are getting my point.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so how rock forms and what is general classification of rocks? As you already told, that is three types of rocks are there. How do they form? In brief, we'll discuss today. So first is igneous rock, which is formed by cooling of magma or lava, and this is also called as primary rock because it is formed from molten rock material. As you know, molten rock material is what? Magma. When rock melts, it forms liquid. That liquid, rock liquid, is called as lava or magma. So when this lava or magma cools, they form rock. Then sedimentary rock. Sedimentary rocks form by sediments. When sedimentary forms when piece of rock are pressed and cemented together. So we will discuss in details about this sedimentary rock. Then we have metamorphic rocks. When these two rocks, when these two rocks, when this rock go in pressure temperature condition, it will change the form. It will change the form and shape. That change is called as metamorphic rock. You can see here, these layers earlier, these layers were parallel, but due to this pressure from both the side, compressive pressure from both the side, these layers got folded. You can see here, this change from original rock to another rock is called as metamorphic rocks. Generally, the parent rock, the original rock is called as parent rock. Generally, that rock may be igneous or sedimentary. So first we'll discuss how the igneous rocks are formed. Obviously, I told you these are primary rocks formed by eruption of lava or uh, lava and cooling of magma or lava. Ultimately, it is formed by molten rock material. So this is considered as primary rock because it is formed by liquid, original liquid. So this is one of the how the volcanic erupts, and they will cool down. I will show you some slides. So there will be rivers of lavas and lava. You can see here, this lava is coming like this, and the sides of the lava river, the rocks have cooled. So these cooled rocks are called as igneous rocks. One day this river will also cool down. River will also cool down. This will also cool down. So this will consider as igneous rock. Here you can see how the lava is coming out and some part of the lava has cooled down. This cool down this cool down portion is called as igneous rocks. These are igneous rocks. These are igneous rocks. This is lava. It is cooling down here. You can see here. And who studies this type of rocks or volcano? These are called as volcanologists. These all are volcanologists. Here you can see lava has flown from far away. You can see here it has flown from like this and it has cooled down. You can see here how it has cooled. This type of rocks are called as igneous rocks. Here you can see when rocks cool, they form minerals in that. If they cool very rapid, very fast, like generally what happens, when lava comes out, it suddenly cools down. It suddenly cools down because temperature will suddenly change. Inside the ground, the temperature will be more. When lava comes out, the temperature outside is very less compared to inside the ground. So what happens when lava comes out on the ground, it suddenly cools and forms. When this suddenly cools, it forms glassy material. You can see here, this type of rocks will form glassy rock when lava suddenly cools. Generally we find these rocks on the surface because on the surface the temperature will be very less. So when lava comes out, it suddenly cools. Sometimes what happens, the rocks will cool very slowly. Very slowly. Why? Because temperature at that particular place will be very high. So in that case, what happens? The formation of grains will be bigger. Here, formation of grains will be very, very small. Here you can see the grains are here. So these grains are formed when the temperature or rock cools or magma or lava cools very slowly, they form bigger grains. These bigger grains are formed by slow cooling. And here you can see, if the too much slow cooling is there, the grains will be very big. You can see here, the grains will be very big. Maybe it is of quartz, maybe it is a feldspar, you can see. And the bigger grains are called as phenocryst. Bigger grains are called as phenocryst. So ultimately what? Slower the cooling, larger the grains. That is, slower the cooling, larger the grains, large. And faster the cooling, smaller the grains. So what happens? When rock cools fast, it forms very small grains, and when rock cools slowly, it forms some grains. Here you can see another example. Here you can see some examples. When lava comes on the surface, so there will be escaping of gases from lava surface. So lava will come on the ground. I will show you some, I will draw some diagram. Let me try. So this is a volcano. Okay. So lava will come out on the surface. Okay. So on this lava, this is the lava. The surface of this lava will cool down. And what happens? The lava contains so much of gases, and these gases will escape out from the surface of this lava. So this forms some vesicles, holes, because the gases are escaping out, like dosa. How dosa forms? There will be escaping of gases and there will be formation of holes. Like this, on the surface of lava, there will be formation of vesicles. You can see here. This type of vesicles will form. This type of vesicles are formed. That is called as vesicular structure. In detail, we study later. And these vesicles, sometimes what happens? They will fill by some other mineral. Like in this case, it is quartz. That is called as amygdaloidal structure. Amygdaloidal structure. In detail, we'll study in later classes. So right now, just remember, sometimes lava will cool down. The surface of the lava will cool down, and they'll form vesicles. Those are called as vesicular structure. And sometimes they'll fill down due to some other mineral, like here it is quartz. That is called as amygdaloidal structure. So you can see fresh lava which has cooled down. Here you can see this lava, fresh lava, has cooled down very rapidly, and due to this you can see it is showing very shiny surface, because it is like glass. It has very cooled down very fast, and because of this the grains in this rock are present very small. Here you can see after formation of rocks, sometimes due to lava flows, you can see this from Mahabaleshwar, from Maharashtra. Here you can see, you can distinguish the difference in lava flows. You can see this is the one lava flow, this is another lava flow, this is another lava flow. So you can see how many lava flows are flown from this particular area. So this year one lava flow was there. Next year on that top another lava flow was there. So there was a continuous lava flow. More than 150 lava flows are there in this particular area. So this is how the rocks are formed. Igneous rocks are formed. This is one of the example I have given. So sometimes what happens, there is formation of perfectly shaped rocks in igneous rock. Here you can see this is from America. I think the name of this is columnar structure. Deadly Mountain it is called. Columnar structure. So these rocks are like column. Like column in the sense, I will show you how it columns. So they will be perfectly column like this. like four-sided, six-sided, three-sided. So all the rocks present here are column-like structure, perfectly column-like structure. This is due to uniform cooling. In detail, we'll study the structure. This is due to lava will cool very slowly and steadily. If this condition is there, what happens? There will be formation of perfectly shaped columns or structures, you can say. So now we'll next move to sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks are formed by cementation and compaction of sediments. Cementation and compaction of sediments. So how these sediments are formed? This is very important. Like sir must have told you, Hanamohan sir must have told you, sediments are formed due to weathering. So what happens? These are the rocks, maybe it is igneous rock or metamorphic rocks. What happens? There will be rain in this area, and due to this rain, what happens? This rock will break into pieces. This rock will break into pieces, and due to river action or wind action, they will come to a depression part. Depression, maybe it is sea. This is sea, or sometimes there may be lakes, small lakes. So this river will carry these sediments and they will deposit in the depressions. Maybe it is lake or maybe it is sea, ocean. So what happens due to this? There will be formation of layers. You can see here, there will be layers due to this deposition. This year one layer will form, next year another layer will form. There will be series of layers, one above the other. And you can see here, this first layer, second layer, third layer, fifth layer, like this. We have this layers. Then what happens? After layering, the weight on the layers will increase. That is called as pressure. As the pressure increases, these layers will be compacted. These layers will be compacted, and due to some cementing material, maybe it is iron, maybe it is calcium. What happens? There will be formation of rock. This formation of rock is nothing but a sedimentary rock. And many of the times these type of rocks will form in layers. You can see here, these rocks are formed in layers. You can see here. Generally we don't see this character in igneous or metamorphic rocks. You can see here. So these are the processes of sedimentary rock. First is erosion. Erosion is what? Weathering. Weathering happens, and due to weathering, what happens? From original rock, the sediment or broken particle will detach. This detachment is called as erosion, and these detached parts are nothing but sediments. These are formed by small rock fragments will form. These rock fragments will carry by a river or any wind action, and they will deposit. You can see a deposit, and they will compact due to pressure. And after compaction, there will be cementation. This process will be called as sedimentation. This process is called as sedimentation. That is erosion, deposition, compaction, and cementation. In detail, we will be studying in actual topic sedimentary petrology. This will be taught by Hanamohan sir. So this is another example. You can see here. Here the weathering is happening. Here there is a weathering, and river sediments are carrying. Sediments are coming from this end, and then there is a deposition. You can see here, and here daily every season there will be deposition, and due to every season, what happens? There is formation of sedimentary rock. So this is, you can see here, this whole part has weathered. Earlier it was like this. Earlier it was tabular type. Due to weathering, here you can see, due to weathering, the rocks are getting weathered and they are forming a sediments. And in these channels, river channels, they will carry with water or wind, sometimes wind, and they will deposit in a particular place. So why weathering occurs? Due to, in some rocks there will be cracks. You can see here cracks, or these are called joints. In the joints, water will enter, and after entering the water, the rock will weather, or rock will break into pieces, and these rocks will fall down. You can see here. Here it has fallen down. This broken rocks are fallen down, and someday this will transport by wind or water action, and they will deposit in a particular place in depression, and they'll form a rock, that is igneous sedimentary rock. You can see like this layers will form, and this weathering may be because of wind action, because in deserts there will be the main geological agent, weathering agent is wind. You can see here in next slide. You can see here. So here this type of structure are formed because of wind action. The wind will blow like this, and this wind will carry sand particles, and these sand particles will erode this structure, and they'll form this type of structure. Sometimes rock may form by chemical action, like you must have seen this type of rocks that is called as laterite, which are used for construction. These are formed by chemical action. What happens, the rainfall will occur in that particular region, already present rock, and due to chemical action, the soluble material will carry with that water, and then there will be remaining part will be formed. Remaining part, which is in their in situ means at the particular place, they'll form a different rock. The different rock is nothing but chemically weathered rock. Sometimes that may be bauxite, from which we get aluminum. Sometimes that may be laterite, which we use for construction purpose. Sometimes there may be that may be limestone, which is used in cement industry. So different sedimentary rocks and their sediments, because I told you sedimentary rocks are formed by sediments. So you can see here, these are the common rocks of sedimentary rock. These are the common rocks of sedimentary rock. These are the common rocks. And for conglomerate, this is a conglomerate. For this we have quartz, feldspar, many of the grains which are bigger in size. And after the compaction and cementation, they will form like this. Sandstone, we have sand material, where sediments will be sand. They will compact and cement, they will form sandstone. Silt, in this case there will be clay or clay material, clay plus sand, mixture of clay plus sand. This will compact and cement, they will form siltstone. And clay, they will compact and cement, they will form shale. This is called as shale. Sometimes what happens, uh, in this case I will show you one diagram. Here you can see. Sometimes what happens, sediments will carry by flash flood, like flooding will be there, and it will carry huge amount of sediments. And that huge amount of sediments, what happens? It will dump into the sudden dump will be there into the water channel. Sudden dump. There will not be slow process. Sudden dump will be there, like because of landslide or maybe floods. So in this case, what happens? There will be formation of graded layers. You can see here. These are the graded layers. These are the graded layers. What happens? There will be depression. Sudden, there will be water like this up to this one. So what happens? The sudden dump of sediments will be there, broken particles will be there. And what happens when they fall in the water? The large particles or heavy materials will go down and settle down here. Large material. Then above this, there will be smaller than that will deposit. Smaller than that. Like this, what happens? On the top, there will be fine material. So this is called as graded bedding. So this type of rocks are also formed in sedimentary rocks. You can see here graded bedding. Large material, small and very small. Here you can see large, small, very small, large, small, very small. Why it is double are there? In different seasons, different beds will form. This bed is formed in one season. This above bed is formed in another season. So because of that, there will be two graded beddings.